In a small village at the foot of a mighty mountain, there lived a boy named Kian. He was thin and weak, and the people of the village always made fun of him. "Look at Kian. He can't even carry a bucket of water properly," one boy laughed. "How will he ever do anything great in life?" an old man said, shaking his head. Even Kian's parents were worried about him. His father often sighed, saying, "Kian is too weak. How will he survive in this tough world?" His mother would pray, "I wish he were stronger. I wish people would stop making fun of him." Kian heard everything they said, and deep inside, it hurt him. But he never argued. He simply looked up at the tallest mountain in their village, known as Sky Peak. It was so high that its top disappeared into the clouds. No one had ever reached the peak. Legends said that those who climbed to the top would find the secret of true success. One day, after hearing the villagers laugh at him again, Kian made a decision. "I will climb Sky Peak. I will prove that I am not weak." His parents were shocked. "You are too weak for such a dangerous journey," his mother cried. "You will never make it, Kian. Please don't do this," his father warned. But Kian had made up his mind. He packed some food, a blanket, and a small wooden staff to help him walk. With determination in his heart, he set off on his journey. The journey begins. The first few days were tough. Kian's legs ached, and his hands trembled from carrying his bag. The cold wind made him shiver, and hunger made him weak. But he refused to turn back. One day, as he climbed a steep path, he slipped and fell, hurting his knee. Tears filled his eyes. Maybe everyone was right, he thought. Maybe I really am too weak. Just then, he heard a voice. "The last step is always the hardest, but it holds the key to everything." Kian looked up and saw an old traveler sitting on a rock. His eyes were kind, and his face was full of wisdom. "What do you mean?" Kian asked. "Many people give up when they are closest to success," the traveler said. "But if they take just one more step, they will see what lies ahead." Kian wiped his tears and nodded. He thanked the traveler and continued his climb. After many days, Kian finally reached the last part of the mountain. But what he saw made his heart sink. The final part was almost a straight wall of rock. It seemed impossible to climb. He sat down, exhausted. "I can't do this," he whispered. But then he remembered the traveler's words. "The last step is always the hardest." With new determination, he stood up. He grabbed a rock and pulled himself up. His hands hurt, his arms trembled, but he kept going. Step by step, inch by inch, he climbed. Finally, after what felt like forever, he pulled himself over the edge, and he was at the top. But there was no treasure, no magic, no great secret. Only a small mirror standing in the middle of the peak. Confused, Kian picked up the mirror and looked into it. And then, he understood. The secret of true success was not in the mountain. It was inside him. It was his courage, his belief, and his strength to never give up. Kian smiled. He was no longer the weak boy everyone had mocked. He was now a strong, brave young man. When Kian returned to the village, people were shocked. He did it? He climbed Sky Peak. But how? He was always so weak. His parents hugged him, tears in their eyes. "We were wrong, my son," his father said. "You are stronger than we ever knew." From that day on, no one in the village mocked Kian. Instead, they looked up to him as an inspiration. And whenever someone doubted themselves, Kian would smile and say, "The last step is always the hardest, but it holds the key to everything." Moral of the story: no matter how weak or small you feel, Your true strength lies in believing in yourself and never giving up. The hardest challenges bring the greatest growth.